Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're paying attention to what's happening in the AFC North right now, you know that there's a lot of buzz around the upcoming matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. This isn't just another game on the schedule. It's shaping up to be a real clash of philosophies, a test of strength and strategy that could define the division for the rest of the season. And one thing is for sure, the Browns are set to face a formidable challenge, but also a team that's brimming with confidence, especially in the running game. Detroit's offense, led by Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, has been firing on all cylinders, and their offensive line has been dominant, creating big holes and giving their backs plenty of room to run. They rank fourth in the NFL in rushing yards per game, with an impressive 149 yards, and they're feeling pretty good about it, especially after their recent performances against some tough defenses. On the other side, the Cleveland Browns are coming into this game with one of the league's most stifling defenses, especially against the run. They've been absolutely elite, allowing just 57.3 rushing yards per game, which is the best in the entire NFL. Facing backs like Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, and Josh Jacobs, the Browns have proven time and again that they're a force to be reckoned with when it comes to stopping the run. Among those talented rushers, Chase Brown managed to gain just 43 yards, which speaks volumes about Cleveland's defensive front. And if you're a Browns fan, you already know that Myles Garrett is at the center of this defensive dominance. He's been a game-changer all season, constantly applying pressure, collapsing the pocket, and making life miserable for quarterbacks and blockers alike. But what's really interesting here is the narrative that's playing out between the teams and their coaching staffs. The Lions' offensive coordinator, John Morton, has been feeling pretty confident about his team's rushing attack. After back-to-back games where his backs, Gibbs and Montgomery, ripped through defenses like Chicago and Baltimore, Morton made a bold statement. He said that the Browns' run defense, while good, hasn't seen a challenge like what Detroit is bringing. That's a pretty strong claim, considering how well Cleveland has been performing against the run all season. And let's not forget, the Lions are currently 9.5-point favorites at FanDuel Sportsbook, which shows the betting market's confidence in their ability to keep rolling. Now, if you think Morton's words are just bravado, think again. Myles Garrett was quick to respond, and he didn't hold back. When asked about Morton's comments, Garrett simply said, "He's entitled to his opinion. He hasn't seen a defensive front like ours." That's a bold statement, and it's typical of Garrett's fiery personality and confidence in his team's ability. He pointed out that it's going to be a matter of actions on the field, not words, that will settle who's right. Garrett emphasized that Cleveland's defensive coordinator has plenty of strategies to counter Detroit's rushing attack, and that it's up to the players to execute those plans perfectly. He made it clear that this game will be a battle of ideologies. The Lions' power run versus the Browns' relentless front seven. And when you look at the stats, it's easy to see why this matchup is so compelling. The Lions, with Gibbs and Montgomery, have been a potent force. Gibbs, especially, has been electrifying with his quick cuts and ability to break through tackles, while Montgomery's power running complements him perfectly. The offensive line's dominance has been a big factor in their success, creating gaps and giving their backs the space to do damage. Morton's confidence in his team's run game stems from this recent dominance, and he believes they've yet to face a defense like Cleveland's. His words reflect a belief that patience and sticking to their game plan will be key to overcoming the challenge. Meanwhile, the Browns' run defense has been nothing short of spectacular. Facing some of the best running backs in the league, they've held their ground and kept opponents' rushing yards down. Chase Brown, one of the newer talents, could only muster 43 yards against Cleveland, which is a testament to how well they've been playing. Myles Garrett, as the centerpiece of this defense, has been relentless. His ability to pressure quarterbacks and collapse the pocket is unmatched. It's not just about his sack numbers, but his presence on the field that elevates the entire defense. His impact creates opportunities for the linebackers and secondary to swarm and make plays. This upcoming game is not just about who can run the ball better. It's about the chess match between the coaching staffs, the adjustments made at halftime, and the mental toughness of the players. The Lions will try to establish the run early, wear down Cleveland's front, and open up the passing game for Jared Goff. But the Browns' defense, led by Garrett and his relentless pursuit, will be determined to shut that down. Cleveland's defensive line has been one of the best in the league this season, and Garrett, in particular, has been playing at an elite level. His ability to disrupt plays, get to the quarterback, and set the tone for the entire defense makes him a true game changer. And let's not forget, this game has big implications beyond just the immediate matchup. A win for Cleveland could send a message to the rest of the league that their defense is for real, that they can contain even the most dynamic rushing attacks. It would also bolster their confidence and momentum as they push toward the postseason. Conversely, a Lions victory would solidify their standing as one of the most dangerous teams in the NFC, and could possibly shake up the division hierarchy if they manage to beat a top-tier Browns defense. It's a classic battle of strength versus strength, and for Browns fans, it's a moment to rally around their team and see if they can stand tall against one of the league's most explosive offenses. Looking at the bigger picture, the Browns' season so far has been marked by strong defensive performances and a resilient offense led by quarterback Deshaun Watson. The team's identity has become rooted in their defense, and Myles Garrett embodies that spirit. His leadership, both on and off the field, inspires his teammates to elevate their game every week. The addition of some new pieces on offense has helped balance the team's overall performance, but it's the defense that remains the backbone of this team's identity. The upcoming game against Detroit will be a litmus test of how far they've come and whether they can handle the pressure of facing a high-powered offense. In terms of season expectations, Browns fans are hungry for a deep playoff run, and every game feels like a stepping stone. The defense has been a bright spot, and Garrett's consistency has been key. His ability to generate pressure, force turnovers, and alter the course of games is unmatched. Meanwhile, the offense has shown moments of brilliance, and with the team's running game coming into this matchup confident, there's a real shot at controlling the clock and dictating the pace of the game. It's about executing their game plan, staying disciplined, and making sure they don't get caught up in the fireworks of Detroit's offense. And while this game is crucial, it's just one chapter in what's shaping up to be a very exciting season for Cleveland. The team has shown resilience, adaptability, and a hunger to compete at the highest level. The coaching staff, led by head coach Kevin Stefanski, has been instrumental in developing a game plan that plays to their strengths, especially on defense. The players buy into that system, and Garrett, as the face of the defense, exemplifies that dedication every time he steps on the field. So, as the Sunday afternoon showdown approaches, Browns fans are right to feel a mix of excitement and anticipation. Will Cleveland's defense continue to dominate and shut down Detroit's rushing attack? Can Garrett and his teammates stifle the Lions' offensive line and force Goff into uncomfortable situations? These questions will be answered in just a few hours, and honestly, that's what makes football so thrilling. The game promises to be a chess match, a test of wills, and a showcase of talent, with the potential to shift the landscape of the AFC North. Remember, this isn't just about one game, it's about setting the tone for the rest of the season. Browns fans, stay tuned, stay passionate, and get ready to witness some football at its finest. The defense, led by Myles Garrett, is ready to make a statement, and the whole team is poised to fight for every inch on that field. This is what Cleveland Browns football is all about: resilience, grit, and the relentless pursuit of victory. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this showdown? Do you believe Cleveland's defense can shut down Detroit's rushing attack? Are you confident that Myles Garrett and the guys can continue this dominance and lead the team to victory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us, and more importantly to the Browns. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and you, the fans, are the heart and soul of it all. Let's keep that passion alive, keep supporting our team, and let's see what they're made of this Sunday. Go Browns!